you could buy fish fingers and just make a fish finger sandwich, but why not make it a bit bougie? Hi campers. So, missed the boat a little bit on this one. No pun intended, that is fish. Thursday is apparently World Sandwich Day. I thought, let's make a sandwich. Now I've made some other sandwiches. I made that Italian themed BLT. And there was the Reuben I made a while ago. I think I made a grilled cheese and some other stuff. But I thought, let's make a bougie fish finger sandwich. We're gonna make our own fish fingers. It'll be more like breaded goujons to be fair, but. Got some bread. I've already toasted this on one side and a little bit of butter, nice and crispy. I like having it toasted on the one side, so still got some nice soft bread on the outside, but still got that crunch on the inside, adds a bit of texture, and also just helps it maintain its structural integrity. I'm only using sourdough because I had sourdough. Use your favourite bread. I genuinely actually probably prefer this as one of those sandwiches that's just, you know, just cheap or everyday white bread, doorstop sort of stuff. Much better for this. So we're gonna make my fish fingers. This was 2 biggish fillets of hake that I've cut down a little bit. Still gonna make some nice big boy fish fingers out of it though. Hake is a brilliant substitute for cod. Cod isn't particularly sustainable. It's wildly overfished. It's quite expensive on top of all of that. Hake is about half the price, much more sustainable, especially if it's line caught from Cornwall and those sort of areas, because there was conservation stuff that got put in place, I think it was in the 60s or maybe in the 90s. I don't know why one or the other are jumping out at me. And the fish has bounced back and it's fished responsibly. I'm lucky I live near the seaside, so I've got loads of fishmongers around. Hopefully you've got a fishmonger around. Same like I say with butchers and about your meat, go to a fishmonger's for your fish. Buy for anything off of someone that cares about the thing they're selling to you. You're going to get better quality. You might pay a little bit more, but you're going to get better quality and you're going to get someone that knows what they're doing. Especially if you don't know what you want to get, especially if you can't get hake and go, oh, this is what I'm doing. I want something that's kind of a bit firm white fish, a little bit flaky, mostly kind of firm. What could I use? We're going to bread this. So I've got a couple spoonfuls, well, a few spoonfuls, just plain flour. I've had a pinch of salt to that, crack of black pepper, not quite half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, not quite half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, 2 beaten eggs, and in this bowl I've just got our panko breadcrumbs I'm using, because it's a bit more fancier than just standard breadcrumbs, but use whatever breadcrumbs you want. Standard panning procedure, flour, eggs, breadcrumbs. I've got it a bit all over the place, but so in the flour with our fish, then from the flour into the egg, and then in with those breadcrumbs. Make sure you got everything coated. Don't want any spots that aren't coated. And there we go. So rinse and repeat for the rest of them. Right, so I'm just gonna put them to one side for now. And while I've got a pan with some oil, if you've got a deep fryer or you don't mind deep frying stuff, you can deep fry these. I mean, that's not shallow, but it's not deep. It's like medium deep. So we're gonna pan semi-deep fry them. If you wanted to, you could stick them under the grill, you stick them in the oven. You might want to spritz them with a bit of oil if you're gonna do that. Now, I was gonna make my own tartar sauce. Much like I couldn't get ginger the other week, I couldn't for love nor money get capers this week. So I bought a jar of tartar sauce. But we're gonna zhuzh it up a bit. A few spoonfuls of that. A little tickle of Dijon mustard. So here I've got a few leaves of iceberg lettuce, small bunch of parsley and a small bunch of dill. So I'm gonna finely slice the dill and the parsley. Go in there as our herbs. And then the lettuce, there's a bit of parsley in there. I'm not going to chop anywhere near as fine. Just going to bunch them all up like that though. And I'm just going to cut them into kind of like ribbons. Like that. That's going to go in there as well. Bear with me while I get a lemon. And then we're going to go in there, not loads of lemon, just a little cheek of lemon there. Bit of lemon. Bitter lemon. I'm just going to mix it all together. So this is kind of, it's not really a remoulade. Nice dressing though. If you don't like dill, leave it out. If you don't like parsley, I don't know who don't like parsley, but leave that out. Give it a little taste just to make sure. That's banging. Right, onto our fish. Like I said, I've been preheating that oil anyway, so that's almost good to go. Got some tissue paper ready to extract them out onto, so they don't go super greasy. And take your time. You don't need to put them all in at once. If you've got a pan big enough to put them all in at once, you can. So you get a sizzle as soon as it goes in the pan, but we're not crazy hot making chips, deep frying. Let's have a little shufty at the underneath. A little bit longer, and then we can give them a flip. When it's nice and golden and crispy, give it a little flip. Careful, don't splash the oil everywhere. Give it a couple more minutes on that side, and we'll be on to construction. Right, calling them done, heat off, evacuate to our drainage station. Right, while they're still hot, I've just got another little cheek of lemon there. I'm just gonna give them a little squitz of lemon. And I'm gonna hit them with some salt while they're still hot as well. Right, sandwich creation time. So our little matey here, I'm gonna leave to one side, he's gonna go on the side. This big boy is gonna go there. And he's gonna go on top. And I think I don't need any more in there, so they can stay there. On top, without spill it everywhere. Make a mess, why don't you? Homemade tartar lettuce remoulade jobby. Get it all on there. And that is a sandwich. Put the lid on like that for now. Make a fancy photo. Couple of wallies on the side. Bish bosh on the roof. Homemade fish finger sandwich. That's a lovely tea. Have it with some chips and a salad or something as well if you want. Bosh. Quite quick, quite simple. Like I said, you could have baked them, you could have grilled them, you could buy fish fingers and just make a fish finger sandwich, but why not make it a bit bougie? I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. I'm gonna go eat this, demolish this for my tea. And happy World Sandwich Day, even though it's Thursday. Might stick it in my calendar and try and get ahead of it next year, maybe. Right. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon, bell thingy. Follow me on Instagram. And yeah, hit me up in the comments and stuff as well, you know. Let me know your favourite sandwich and maybe I'll make your favourite sandwich. To be fair, the best sandwich in the world is just a simple sausage sarnie. We all know this. But sometimes you want a bit different and a bit bougie, and there you go. Alright, I'll see you later. Ooh.